Hi, I'm Krista Flasch, Communications Director.
And I'm City Manager Michael Spurgeon. You know, Krista, it's been a while since I've been on the City Council Highlights.
I know, it has been a while. Great to have you back.
Oh, absolutely excited to be back. I said, you know, there are so many great people within the city, our City Council, our department directors, our community leaders, that I think it's always important that the community get to hear from our citizens and our staff, City Council, about what's going on.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of great co-hosts, but it's great to have you here with me.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us for this edition of City Council Highlights. Here's what happened at the December 18th City Council meeting.
In presentations, students from Centennial Middle School's competitive science class gave a presentation on drinking water treatments. As part of the class, the 7th and 8th graders were asked to identify a real-world problem in their community and research it. After a recent algae bloom affected the taste and odor of our drinking water, the students decided to learn more about algae blooms and techniques to treat it. The students presented their research to the City Council as part of the public education component of their class. In general business, the City Council is requesting that the Indian Nations Council of Governments approve a grant to help pay for the widening of Albany Street. In 2014, voters approved widening Albany from 3 lanes to 5 between 9th and 23rd Streets, one of the main routes to Broken Arrow High School. We are currently obtaining right-of-way and utility easements for this project, but actual construction is not expected to start for another couple years. Originally, the funds were approved to help pay for another project, but construction on that project is expected to begin before the money becomes available. We renewed our contract with ArtsOK to put on their Spotlight series at the Broken Arrow Performing Arts Center. ArtsOK promotes a variety of performing arts through the community, which helps bring in out-of-town visitors. Each performance of the Spotlight series generates about 40 hotel rooms, an important funding source for tourism in our city.
You know, Krista, I can tell you real quick is that Albany Street project is very important to our community for that part of town. So I'm very excited to see that we're actually going to be applying for a grant. And I'm glad to see the City Council actually decided to provide operational support for the PAC.
We get a lot of comments and questions about Albany. I'm glad we're going to get started with that. And yes, the PAC is celebrating their 10-year anniversary, so congratulations go out to them for an awesome 10 years.
Absolutely. In Municipal Authority business, we approved the agreement with Tulsa Recycling and Transfer to process the recyclables that are collected from our 2 curbside recycling pilot programs. Starting in January, selected neighborhoods will be part of the initiative to test curbside recycling services in Broken Arrow. One pilot program has separate carts for both recycling and trash, while the other has a cart for recycling, but trash will be collected in plastic bags. The pilot projects will last approximately 5 to 6 months, and based on the results, the City Council will decide whether to implement a citywide curbside recycling program. In Economic Development Authority business, we renewed a contract with the Economic Development Corporation and accepted the termination of the Downtown Redevelopment Services Agreement between the Authority and the EDC. The EDC helps bring new businesses to Broken Arrow and supports businesses already here. The EDC's contract has been renewed for a 30-month period, which expires in June 2021. In community events, the Red Cross is hosting a community blood drive at Nienhaus Park on December 21st. Come out between noon and 6 p.m. to help save lives. Donors will get free t-shirts while supplies last. Reminder, the city offices will be closed December 24th and 25th for Christmas and January 1st for New Year's. Trash will not be picked up on any of those days, and service will resume on the next regularly scheduled pickup day.
That's it for this edition of City Council Highlights. The next meeting is Wednesday, January 2nd.
I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and have a great rest of the holiday season, and I hope to see you around town.
For the full agenda and video of the City Council meeting, go to brokenarrowok.gov. If you have any questions about items discussed in the meeting, please contact the City Manager's office at 918-259-8419 or email mspurgeon@brokenarrowok.gov.